Liquid hot rock called magma flows from the core to the surface of the earth, usually through volcanoes. As the hot magma moves away from the core, it cools and eventually hardens to be called igneous rock. This igneous rock is called the Canadian Shield, which became the base of all of Canada. Over time, more magma erupts and creates new rock on top of the Canadian Shield. Some parts of the Canadian Shield are uncovered and make a nice scene. The Canadian Shield started as a big mountain range. Shallow seas covered the bottom of the mountains. Weathering and erosion broke the shield into sediments. The sediments broke off into the sea and settled at the bottom. Layers of the sediments built up and formed sedimentary rock from pressure and long periods of time. The Canadian Shield is always rising. As it rises, it brings up some of the sedimentary rock from the bottom of the sea above the water. The first regions to take shape in Canada were to the east. Heavy sedimentary rock pushed against the earth and eventually folded, creating the Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains were much bigger than you see today. The mountains wore down to have a rounded top. Later, in the west, the Rocky Mountains took their formation when two of the Earth's plates collided into each other. The Rocky Mountains are much newer than the Appalachian Mountains, making them the tallest mountains in Canada and the more pointy due to less weathering. Some parts of Canada, such as Saskatchewan, did not experience mountain-making forces and remained flat, low-lying land made of sedimentary rock. The last event in the geological history of Canada was the Ice Age. You might be familiar with this phrase from the cartoon movie. If so, this should give you a good understanding of what it was like. The climate became much colder and lots of snow fell. The many layers of snow created glaciers. The glaciers moved, and as they did, they scraped the earth below. When the climate went back to normal and the glaciers melted, all of the collected sediments were left behind.